Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, otherwise known as Josh, with my 2014 summer set analysis video. I did this for the winter line, and I'm deciding I'm going to do it for the summer line as well. I'm not sure how long it will be. I mean, obviously you already know, but I get the feeling it'll be quite long, so, you know, if you're going to stick by me, then cool. Right, so I'm going to be doing a full analysis of every set we got pictures of recently, like in the last few days, from New York Toy Fair. You can check back, by the way, down in the description will be a video on my channel of all those pictures if you just want to see the pictures like on the road before this video. I got all these pictures from two different places. I got them from Solid Studios, that YouTube channel, and I got it from Mandy R Productions 34. Both very cool YouTubers. I got the pictures from there. Very cool. Highly recommend you check them out. And yeah. So, we got 8 sets, well, sort of 9 if you count the advent calendar. We'll probably be getting some more like the UCS sets later in the year. But we do not have pictures of them, and I might do a little analysis of them if we get them, or when we get them, or whatever. So, as I said in my sort of overview of these sets a little while ago, this line is strongly based on the originals. There are a few, what they're called, Star Wars Rebel sets, and in fact one Yoda Chronicles set has been announced, which is cool, about this Jedi Scout fighter thing. So yeah, but apart from that, it's strongly based on the originals, really. There's no real Clone Wars sets, and I get the feeling this may be a recurring trend in the years to come, especially with Star Wars Rebels and the future films coming out. The Clone Wars sets may start to be disappearing, so you know, there you go, guys. But anyway, I think we should actually start with the line. Alright, so on to the first set. We have the Phantom, or Ezra's fighter, whatever you want to call it, his personal fighter. Set number 75048, ages 7 to 12, comes with 234 pieces, and is going to be retailing for £25 or $25 to my knowledge. So yeah, you can clearly see it's not exactly the biggest set in the world. It's a very small set. I'm really not much to say about this. This will be from Star Wars Rebels. As you can see down in the corner, it does come with that new Spring and Arrow shooters. Every one of these sets will be, or at least I think pretty much all of these sets. And it's pretty clear now that these will be replacing thick-fire missiles as the dominant sort of missile, I suppose. Just because they're coming with every single set, and yeah, I think they'll be coming with every single set to come. So about the front box art, nothing really to say about that. It's yeah. I just want to say about the top, we are getting a new like, you know, person, if you get my meaning. And if you remember back in 2014 in the winter line, we got Darth Vader at the top of the box. You know, the box art. Now we're getting that new, well, I'm not sure really what it is. Not really a Stormtrooper, it's not a Clone Trooper, somewhere in between that they're seeing in Star Wars Rebels. We're also getting one of these figures, by the way, in the Ghost, but I'll go, you know, when we get to the Ghost. Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, it's only the box art, so I've got to be honest with you guys, who really cares? It's alright. But anyway, that's the end of the figures of this set. We have Ezra and Chopper, the astromech droid, the main astromech that we're seeing in Star Wars Rebels, like R2-D2. I'm not sure what R2-D2 is going to be doing during Star Wars Rebels, but I don't know. Will he appear at all? But I don't know, whatever. Okay, so Ezra, I'm not sure if it's confirmed if he's a Jedi or not. We only see a blaster in this set, so he doesn't have a lightsaber. He does come with a helmet that is very plain. Now, I assume that's meant to be accurate to Star Wars Rebels, so I can't really blame Lego for that. However, it is a very plain. We do not really have any colour. It's literally just white and black, really. I mean, a bit of grey, but you know, I wish they'd at least done a little something so it would blend in for the rest of his torso and the colours and everything. But you know, but you can take it off and give him his hair piece if you want to. So you know, there you go. I assume he'll have a double-sided face, but obviously I do not know. We do get an astromech Chopper. We've seen a little bit of him. Apparently he's meant to be a sort of bad-tempered astromech. I'm not sure how he'll be in Star Wars Rebels, but we'll see. You can see, actually, by the way, if you notice, he's a lot smaller than the usual astromech. I mean, his legs are shorter, and in fact, the canister piece that sort of makes up his body is a lot smaller. It's a different piece, actually. It's a lot smaller, and in fact, you can see the printing. I'm not sure if it actually cuts off or it's meant to do that, But I don't know why he's meant to be shorter. From what I've seen of like the art, he doesn't seem that much different size to other astromechs. So why is he smaller? I don't have a clue. But you know, he is. And there you go. And I assume there is somewhere to put him in the set, like a little compartment to put Chopper. However, I can't actually see one on the set. So I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. Who knows? You can notice, by the way, the wings do fold up. There is a reason for the wings being able to fold up. That is because it is able to go with the Ghost. You know, you can actually put them together, and this is accurate to Star Wars Rebels, as we've seen. Apparently, it can detach from the Ghost whenever it feels like it. So that's good. You can see the back art there. You know, a lot of different features apparently to the set. You know, take cockpit off. You know, a lot of things open. A lot of, you know, just a lot of stuff at the set apparently. But yeah, so it can attach the Ghost. But I'll go more into this when we actually do the Ghost. On to the next set, we have the Snow Speeder. Set number 75049, ages 7 to 12, comes with 279 pieces, and will be retailing probably for £30 and $30. I said back in my overview, if you've seen that, then this will probably won't be a normal size set. It will probably be a UCS or something, because I said that it's unlikely we'll get just a Snowspeeder on its own. Well, okay, I was wrong. We did just get a Snowspeeder on its own. I mean, I don't complain to that. It's a good set to match up with the 8080, which we'll be viewing in a minute. So yeah, that's good, the fact we get a Snowspeeder. I'm not sure what variant this is, like the 6th or something variant of the Snowspeeder. We've had so many over the years with so many different sets. But it's cool to get another one. I've never had one in the past, so it's cool for me to finally get one. We're seeing some stickers and stuff like that. By the way, I do want to point out, on the box art on this set, we are seeing Darth Vader again, aren't we? You know, with the fire that we've got in the winter sets. So I don't know why it's changing. Maybe it's just for those Star Wars Rebel sets. We'll be getting that sort of Stormtrooper / Clone Trooper in the middle thing. We should really find a name for that, but, you know, okay. Okay, so looking at the back, nothing really spectacular about the set. I mean, nothing we haven't particularly seen before. Yeah, there's a tow cable. We've seen that before. The cockpit's open. You can put 2 pilots in there. We've seen that before. That's cool. It has a spring-loaded shooter, but, you know, every set has that. We also gained that new gun we got on the winter line as well in those battle backs. So, yeah, nothing really to say about that. The figures we are getting... We're getting 3 figures, and I think the one that's going to stick out most towards you is actually the Snow Trooper. That Snow Trooper does have a new helmet mold, which is kind of cool. I'm actually kind of glad they finally gave us a new helmet mold, mainly because I personally like the helmet mold a lot more, and I didn't really like the fact that in the old Stormtroopers we had like the backpack sort of built into the helmet. I didn't really like that at all, and the fact that, you know, you need a black head underneath, I've never been a fan of that. But, you know, so we're getting new that. By the way, you notice he's got a white waist cape, which is the first ever fabric waist cape which has been white. So, this is a little thing to point out. Other than that, though, he looks pretty similar. I'm not sure if we have a picture of what head he'll have. I don't think we do. But, you know, I don't know really. I assume I don't know, maybe he'll have a clone head or something. The other figures we do get, though, will be Luke Skywalker and I assume Dak. I'm not sure if it says on the box, but I mean, that's his co-pilot in the actual scene where we see this. Nothing really much to say about them. These guys look very similar to the ones we got in the winter line with that microfighter with the X-Wing thing, you know, with the printing wires and stuff like that. We are getting that new shooter, which we saw in the winter line, you know, with like the battle packs and things, so that'd be cool. Oh yeah, a good thing I just want to point out is the fact we seem to be getting 2 of those shooters. One of which the guy is holding, and one of which is on the Snow Speeder. Now, if you remember on the Swamp Speeder battle pack thing, you know, the Sheep Troopers battle pack, we got 4, however, there were 4 troopers, and you needed 2 for the thing, so you had to sort of sacrifice. On this one, apparently, you do not have to sacrifice, which is awesome. So that's good. I mean, I'm not really an expert on Snow Speeders, so I can't really say if I personally think this is the best Snow Speeder we've had. Because I've never had one before, but, you know, whatever. We've seen that gun with the Snow Trooper. That looks pretty cool, but I think we've got that before in, like, Echo Base. It might be very slightly different, but not really that much. On to the next one, we have the B-Wing. Oh, yes, I've been waiting for this set so long. for them to make a remake since 2006. We've had quite a few B-Wings. It's one of those sets which no one really remembers, you know, no one really pays attention to. It's not really on the main set that you think, oh wow, I need to get a B-Wing. But we've actually had quite a few versions. I mean, last year, I think, or maybe 2012 or something, we got the UCS version of it. We obviously got the one 2006. We've got a previous one before that. Finally, we're getting a new one. Alright, set number 75050. Ages 8 to 14, comes with 448 pieces, and I assume we retain for £50 or $50. So, yeah. What's there to say? The figures definitely are a major highlight. Definitely the best figures we've ever got with a B-Wing. Definitely most accurate. Definitely very, very cool. I mean, what is there to say about this set? It's just, yeah, it's a really cool set. I'm going to be getting this more for sentimental reasons, really, than actual good, like, the fact it's a good set. Not amazingly useful. I mean, if you're into originals, you're probably going to get one of these or something. Yeah, nothing really to say about this set. I mean, it's just slightly different design than the other ones we've got in the past. But really, you know, what's there to say about it? It's the B-Wing. You might have seen one of these before in the past. You've been collecting Lego for a while. I assume we'll get some of those spring-loaded shooters on the wings, as you can see there. The cockpit obviously can turn around, well, at least I assume it can. I mean, we're just seeing it in the same position, but I assume it can obviously turn, which is sort of signature to the B-Wing. But really, what is there to say about this set? I mean, not particularly much. You see the figures there are definitely the best part of this set. I mean, that and pilot on the end, the pilot in the middle, and that other guy. I don't know what that other guy's actually doing, the guy with the white hair. I don't know what part he played, but clearly he's something. I really love. By the way, you see that figure in the middle with the red jumpsuit and everything. You know, that particular alien we saw in the Millennium Falcon in actually episode 6. We've actually got that minifigure before. Yes, we got it in the old B-Wing, 2006 B-Wing. When I get this set, I might have to try and find that figure to try and compare it, but I'm not sure if I can because, you know, it's really old. But apart from that, the minifigures are so awesome. They are clearly amazing, especially that B-Wing pilot there with the new helmet. You can see the printing on the helmet. You can see the printing on his face. You can see just so much printing on his torso, the printing on all that. It just looks really, really awesome. However, I do have to say, I'm not sure this particular pilot is accurate to this set. We definitely saw it in episode 6 as one of the pilots, but I believe this was the pilot of the Y-Wing, actually. Now, I might be mistaken, but I do believe he was the pilot of the Y-Wing rather than the B-Wing. I don't think we ever saw pilots of the B-Wings. In fact, in episode 6, we barely ever saw the B-Wings. But, you know, I'll probably go more into this when I actually do a review of it. And I just want to say his helmet and everything just looks incredible. You know, it's just epic. Now, on to the next set, I think. We have the Jedi Scout Fighter. This is actually this set from the Yoda Chronicles, apparently. Many people thought it was going to be from Star Wars Rebels because that is the period where they're hunting down all the remaining Jedi. And this does say the Jedi Scout Fighter. So it's kind of common logic. But, you know, apparently it's not. Apparently this is from the Yoda Chronicles. Now we're getting 4 figures with the set. I assume we'll be retaining £50 and $50. Oh yeah, by the way, set number 75051, ages 8 to 14, comes with 490 pieces, and as I said, I believe it'll be retaining between 50 and, well, just $50, yeah. So yeah, you see on the box art there, we are once again getting Darth Vader, like the winter set, so that's cool. It looks like a pretty large set. I'm actually quite, you know, looking forward to getting this because it looks kind of cool. I like the design of this set. I love the way it's sort of set up and everything. So yeah, I'm actually going to look forward to getting this. You know, it kind of looks kind of cool, especially with the figures. The figures look pretty intense. We're getting 4 figures. I believe one of which is Jack 14. I mean, he's got that signature, you know, sort of translucent blue arm. So that's cool to get. However, he looks like he's sort of that, what's it called? That Special Ops clone troop we got last year as well. You know, with the helmet and things. And that one we got in, like, the book that we also got last year. So things like that. We also get some other figures. We get, in fact, 2 Jedi. Apparently the other one is, I don't know what his name is. But, he has a green lightsaber and he's a new species. I'm not sure if we've seen this particular mold before we might see a Jabba's sail barge, if I'm correct. I remember seeing it somewhere, but I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But, you know, this might be new, or we might have seen this one other place. Either way, though, it's still called Gem. I never got Jabba's sail barge, as you may know, so it's cool that we're finally going to get this figure again, because he's really awesome. I assume he has some relevance, which means, of course, that the Iona Chronicles will probably be returning for a second series. So, yay, I suppose. Not that I really paid much attention, but, you know. We're getting 2 other figures, one of which is an astromech. I'm not sure if we have any pictures of that astromech. No, I don't think we do. The other figure, however, is this... Well, I don't know what he is, actually. He seems like some sort of alien. I really can't say anything about him. The printing on him looks pretty good. We'll clearly know more about this figure once the Iona Chronicles come out, which we have no idea when it will happen again, but apparently it will. I will say he's completely in grey. You know, the printing is the only colour on him. Other than that, he's literally completely grey. So, you know, but there you go. I assume he'll have some sort of relevance. He doesn't look like he comes with any sort of weapon or anything. So, but I assume he'll have some sort of relevance. Alright, so on to the next set. Oh, yes, a biggie. One that people have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. We have the Mos Eisley's Cantina. I believe the second version of it. I mean, we've had some sort of smaller versions and other things in the past, but I think it's a second full-scale version of it. Oh yes, LEGO has finally listened to us, and I think they are finally making another one, and this looks incredible. Set number 75052, ages 8 to 14, comes with 616 pieces, and will be retailing, well, I have no idea actually, I think we're retailing for $70. Or so, maybe £60 or something around there. £60 will be brilliant because that's 616 pieces, but you know, $70 will be alright. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so in this set we'll be getting 6 minifigures. Well, actually, no, we're going to be getting more than that, but 6 different minifigures, not including the multiple members of the band we'll be getting. What did I say about this set? This set has been long awaited by everyone in the LEGO community. I mean, we're getting the new... Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the name of it, but that creature the Sand Trooper is riding, that, oh, I've forgotten that's just a creature we see. We're getting a new detailed version of that. That is awesome. Apparently you can also put, like, you've got the saddle where you can put the Stormtrooper, but you can also put something else in there. If you just don't want them to be tamed or something. We're getting obviously a new land speeder, Luke's land speeder. Personally, I think this is the best one we're going to have so far. I've just done a review of the Turn 10 land speeder, and I personally think it's a lot better. Looks very cool. I mean, just a really cool land speeder, but I don't think that's the main focus of the set. The main focus will be the actual cantina. We have the band, new figures. Oh yes, we've been waiting for this band so long, and LEGO has finally made it. You know, it's just what we've all been asking for, really. We get 3 members of the band, all with their different musical instruments and things. And just, yeah, I mean, it's great to have these guys. What else will there to be said? We obviously get Greedo and we get Han Solo with the set. You know, the classic who shot first. I think Greedo shot first, by the way. But anyway, sorry. Who else we get? We get Obi-Wan Kenobi, different printing on his torso and legs. I believe that's more accurate, probably, you know, sort of with the robes and things. Also, I'm not sure that's a new Luke Skywalker, but it's a Luke Skywalker of some sort. Now we see the Stormtrooper there riding on his no, not Bantha, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. We have actually seen that piece that he's holding, that staff thing. We have actually seen that before, but we're seeing it again. I believe this is the new printing of Stormtrooper. Only slightly different, but it is new. And really, it's kind of surprising. I mean, they only created a whole new Stormtrooper, like, in 2012, and they're recreating a whole new one. So, okay then. You know, whatever you want to do, LEGO, but, I mean, okay then. So, we're getting a new Stormtrooper, that's cool. I mean, yeah, he looks the best Stormtrooper we've ever had, but it's just a bit strange, the fact they're recreating it after 2 years. But, you know, and he's getting that classic backpack which you've seen before. The cantina looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, we do not get actually barman. I wish we got the barman. It looks a bit strange without the barman. At the cantina. I suppose you could use one of the band as like the barman. But you know, but you can sort of see that little area where you can serve drinks and things. it does fold up, which looks awesome. The fact, I love the way the roof isn't completely flat. Does have different textures, different heights, different whatever, and it can fold up. This looks really awesome. I thought it was gonna be like the GeneralJSmith set we got in 2013, where you can refold it up. Well, you could fold it up, but it still took up a lot of space. This one is very takes up a very little space if you don't want it to. You can easily fold it up. It looks very cool folded it up. And I just think it looks really cool. And not just that though, if you bought a bunch of these and folded them all up and sort of attached them in some way, you can make like a whole thing, and that would be awesome, wouldn't it? So that's great, really. But I mean, there's nothing more to say about that. It's been a long-awaited set. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get it. I'm sure it's going to sell very, very well. And yeah, really. Alright, so let's go on to the next set. The next set is The Ghost from Star Wars Rebels, and again we see the box art there with that Stormtrooper / Clone Trooper thing. Set number 75053, ages 9 to 14, comes with 929 pieces, and we'll be retailing, well, I have no idea actually. I should be retailing for $100 or something, maybe $90, something like that. This will be Star Wars Rebels, the main ship they have in Star Wars Rebels, sort of like the Millennium Falcon of Star Wars Rebels. And in fact, it is meant to look a lot like the Millennium Falcon. Now, I've said this a couple of times before, but if you didn't know, I'm not a particular fan of the set. Now, I mean, I'll stress, this isn't Lego's fault. I mean, not like the Lego set as such. I mean, like the vehicle, the design of the vehicle. To me, it's just far too boxy. I don't really like it at all. I don't like the way it goes. I know it's meant to look like the Millennium Falcon, and I suppose it does in a way, but it literally looks like you gave a kid the Millennium Falcon as a set and told him to take bits off, and he took random bits off it, and it's like, it doesn't really look that good. So, yeah. Now, I did mention before, you can adjust a Phantom to this, and you can. I'm not sure we have a picture of where you can attach the Phantom, but in the sort of back slot thing, in between the engines and the back, you can put them in there, and I assume he will stay in there, obviously, if you wish to deploy the Phantom from the back of the Ghost, which is a kind of cool feature, I suppose. If that's very, very, very rare in the Star Wars universe. We don't really ever see that in Star Wars sets, but that's cool. We're getting 4 figures with this set. We don't really have any information on those figures. I mean, one of which we are getting that new sort of Stormtrooper / Clone Trooper variant thing, minifigure. It's a real bummer the fact we're only getting one of them in the entire line. This is the only set, and we are only getting one of that guy. He looks really cool, especially the helmet looks really awesome. And the fact we're only getting one, it's like, ugh, fine then, I wish we'd really got, maybe at the beginning of the year, we could have got a banner pack or something of these guys, or I don't know, maybe something like that. Just an idea. But I really wish we got some more. Maybe not in this set, but in other sets at least. Maybe one in the Phantom or one in the, I don't know really. But just, other than that, we are getting other figures. I believe we are getting another Jedi and then 2 other figures. I completely forgotten the name of that Jedi. Oh my days, I did learn this, but I've forgotten it. We're getting that green, what's her name? Trelec, I think. Tailhead, if you want to call her. Nothing really to say about her. She seems different. By the way, she seems like she has flesh sort of cladded arms, yet a green head. So, what does her skin colour sort of change down her body? But, okay then. And we're also getting this other creature. Don't know what that is. Kind of this pink creature thing. I don't know if that's meant to be a bad guy. He sort of looks like a bad guy, so I don't know. Let's just assume he's a bad guy. But yeah, really. He comes with that sort of staff thing. I don't really know what that's meant to be, but it's a staff. It's sort of made up by 2 guns, basically. But yeah. By the way, on the Clone Trooper / Stormtrooper variant, we are getting a head, like a Clone Trooper head. So that's a little different. I wouldn't expect a Clone Trooper head with this particular vehicle. But at the end of the day, some of them are Clone Troopers, so I suppose it does make sense in a way. Maybe some of the new Stormtroopers are getting those clone heads, or I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We also see 2 cockpits there. 2 pilots can pilot this thing. There seems to be a bunch of different features to this set, and just, yeah, a lot to it, really. So, yeah. Will I be getting it? I suppose I'll say probably. I'm not going to promise anything. It's not the top of my list for this summer line, but yeah, it's alright, I suppose. But anyway. Alright, so on to the next set, let's go on to the AT-80. Oh, yes, another set. Personally, I've been waiting for a very, very long time to remake this. It only came out the last one in 2010, however, they are remaking it again, and I'm very glad because I've never actually seen one in person. So I'm very excited to get this. Set number 75054, age 9 to 14, comes 1,137 pieces, and we don't really have a retail at all. Rumor has it, it'll be retailing for $125. That seems a bit high. I'm hoping like £110 or something, I don't know. Maybe that's been optimistic or something, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, it looks like a really cool set. I mean, is it the best AT-AT we've ever got? I can't really tell you. I've never had another one, and we don't have this set with me, so it might be good, it might not, who knows. I mean, it has those shooters, as we said. It says in the box it's got poster inside, so that'd be cool. As we got some of the summer line last year, some of the larger set, they got posters and things. We're getting apparently 4 different figures. I mean, I think we're getting multiples of those new snow troopers. In fact, we're getting 3 of those snow troopers. So that's awesome. So we're getting quite a lot of figures with this set. So that's really cool to get. But really, they seem exactly the same as the other ones we got with... I've forgotten what the other set we got with. Oh yeah, the Snowspeeder. So this seems like a really good set to get with the Snowspeeder. Obviously, you can get multiples of both of them, and you can really build a bad Hoth. So I think it's a really good year if you want to make a Hoth mock, because, you know, we're getting these things, and yeah. So, figures-wise, apart from the Snow Troopers, we do get that new figure we got, I think, also in the Star Destroyer, which we saw in the Microfighter set this year. It might be slightly different, but it's sort of like that Admiral person that we saw. We're also getting another one of those, I don't know what they were, but those particular troopers that we saw in that battle pack from like 2010 or something. Yeah, so that's cool. So they're getting these things. It looks kind of big. Yeah, apparently it's kind of tall, like particularly tall. It looks kind of slim, you know, like kind of tall and slim compared to other AT-ATs we've got in the past. But it still looks like a worthy AT-AT. It's like a very cool one, and I can't wait to get it because it looks, well, awesome, really. So I'm definitely going to get that one. You can, you know, check out my channel for that one, because that's definitely one of those gets which I will definitely be getting. I hope it'll be like £110 or something like that. But yeah. So I suppose let's get into the next set, the piece de resistance of this wave, for me at least. For me, this next set is, well, what is that to say? It is the Imperial Star Destroyer. Oh yeah. Set number 75055, ages 9 to 14, comes with 1,359 pieces. When I get this set, and I say when, not if, when I get this set, it'll be the second biggest set I've ever had. The only one bigger is the 2006 Star Destroyer, which had 1,363 or something. So this has what, like less than 5 pieces less than it. So it's very close to the same thing. Wow. You can also see the detailing. It's just immense. Oh my days. By far the best set of this wave. And it's going to be difficult for the end of the year to choose my top 10 best sets, because this is going to be very high up there. Is it the best set of the year? That's difficult, but it definitely, oh boy, is this going to be good. It comes with a spring-loaded shooters. Another AT-AT, we're going to get a poster inside it. Just a little thing that I know, those cannons you can see on the side of it, which are very nice detailing, very accurate, I very much love them. You can actually move them, like, I don't mean just like move them independently like we've got on other, you know, Star Destroyers and perhaps the Venta class cruiser thing. I mean, like, there's a lever which you can move, and you can move them all in the same direction, like at the same time. I can't really describe it to you. You need to really see what I saw. I saw a video on it. But, it looks really awesome, really. We're getting a few figures in this set, actually. Apparently we're getting 5 different figures. We're getting 2 of which are Stormtroopers. These are new Stormtroopers, which are really awesome, as I said before. Unlike the Sand Troopers, they don't really have those sort of sand markings, so that's cool. Looking at back of the box, there is so much just awesomeness about this. It has that handle, which is brilliant. That's just one of the main cons of the 2006 one, was the fact that it did not have a handle. So yeah, The back can open, but that was the same 206 one. Just so many different features. I'm not sure if it has the measurements somewhere. Probably does somewhere. I can't actually read the measurements up there, but we're getting so much detail in and on the outside of this set. It is just so awesome. I'm tempted to say this is my favorite set of all time. Now I want to stress that. It's my favorite in terms of just sentimental value. It's definitely not the most useful. I mean, normally I say that the Republic, what's it called? Clone Turbo Tank, the Republic Gunship, and the ATTE are my favorite sets. They are, but that's just because for the many different reasons they're so useful, good, just brilliant in every way. This isn't very useful and very practical. It will get a lot on eBay, but but just for the sake of it is so amazing that it's just got so sort of memories about it for me, and so much sentimental value, the Star Destroyer, that I don't know. It looks amazing. Definitely, this is going to be the top one to get on my personal list of things. It's going to be quite expensive, but you can see there the whole thing opens just like the 206 one actually, which is really awesome. To open a whole thing where you can easily move about and just do so much. We're getting a new head print with Darth Vader, so that's cool. You can see a sort of battle scarred thing. In the 206 one, we got an area where you could actually take off his helmet. I'm not sure you probably won't know what I'm talking about unless you have the 206 one, which I'm not sure many people do. But you can actually sort of take off his helmet, like that scene from episode 5 where you sort of see his helmet off briefly. But yeah. We also get some other figures. We get 2 Stormtroopers, as I said. There's new Stormtroopers. They're awesome. We'll do more on that when we actually get them. We're getting that other Trooper, which you have seen before. I've forgotten what set we saw him in, but we have seen before. I've got him in another set, so, but he's still cool nonetheless with that. I think this is the second set we've ever got him, with that particular helmet mold, so that's really awesome to get. We're also getting 2 other Admirals, I think they are. One of them actually might be Admiral, what's his name? Oh my gosh, what's the Admiral from the Clone Wars? Oh my days, I actually can't remember his name. But the one in the white, or at least lighter grey, might actually be him, because I remember he sort of wears that in the originals. But anyway, so we're getting some new Admirals and things. They look really awesome. Really, really, really can't wait to get them, because they just look incredible. And yes, then probably the best figure, if you call it a figure, I suppose. The box doesn't call it a figure, and I suppose it's not really a figure, but this is something we've been waiting for so long. We are getting a hologram piece of Chancellor Palpatine. Oh my days. This looks incredible. Just so many different places we want to use a hologram of Chancellor Palpatine, so many different mocks, so many different stop motions. We trying to use different pieces to try and simulate a hologram of him. Finally, Lego's listened, and we are finally getting a full hologram of him. This is going to be awesome, and he's going to be so useful. Just this set all round is just going to be so brilliant. I can't really stress it enough. Just the whole set is going to be magnificent, really. Sorry if I went a little over the top there, but it means so much to me. I mean, it's just, wow. Anyway, though, so on to the last set, which is sad, but, if you count this as a set, at least, we have the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar for 2014. That we've been doing Advent Calendar since, I think, 2011. The only Advent Calendar I ever got was the 2011 one. But then after that, I just didn't get them because realistically, they're like £25, and I'm not that much into them really. Anyway, though, so this one, set number 75056, ages 6 to 14, comes with 274 pieces, which is basically just made up by minifigures and tiny little sets. And I'll be retailing. Well, I have no idea actually. I think we're retailing for like $30 or maybe $25. The last one we got was like $40 or something ridiculous like that, so I don't know. I don't know what we should be retailing for. We're getting some new figures. Obviously, with every year we're getting a sort of version of Santa with one of the Star Wars minifigures. This year it will be Darth Vader. Yay, we've got Jango Fett, we've got Darth Maul, we've got Yoda in the past as in their Santa costumes. And now we're getting Darth Vader, which is, you know, looks awesome, really. That's awesome to get. And I assume he'll be the 24th day, because that's just how they do it. So yeah, we're getting some other figures. We're getting... Is that a clone trooper? We might be getting a clone trooper without the helmet. It looks like the clone trooper printing, actually. Except we'll be getting a Santa hat with him instead of his helmet. So, but it does look like the clone trooper printing on the head and on his torso and legs and things. Also, the new astromech sort of does get me a bit excited. The fact that we are getting finally a new sort that. Yeah, finally we're getting that astromech, which has that green sort of, I mean not green, that sort of head dome piece, that's sort of really elongated like a cone, and really I'm surprised Lego hasn't made one of these before, because it seemed really easy to make, but okay then. And the reason he's green and red is sort of to simulate the Christmas tree, I assume, or something like that. We get a bunch of missile racks, I mean not missile racks, like, well, just gun racks. And different things like that, as we do with every year. We're getting a little fireplace, which is kind of awesome. You know, I love the fact we get that. We are also getting a snow trooper, one of those new ones, and we are getting his cannon, which you also saw in the snow speeder, I believe. So it's awesome the fact we are getting that. We're seeing a bunch of other figures. Obviously, we're seeing a bunch of those little vehicles, some of which have actually been repeated from other years. For example, that Separatist shuttle, not Separatist shuttle, sorry, Imperial shuttle, we saw in another year. I think it was 2011, actually, because I remember having it. So, you know, we're seeing that again, but okay. We're getting done with a bunch of different figures. You know, if you're loose on these figures, then, like, if you don't have them, then yeah, I suppose it's cool to get. Nothing remarkable about it there. There are some figures in here which are kind of rare and cool. I mean, we're getting a Super Battle Droid, which is awesome, which is the only droid we're getting in the entire, well, only Battle Droid we're only getting in the entire summer line, but, you know, and just, yeah, also getting a few mini set versions of the winter line. For example, we see the Republic Cannon, we see the Vulture Droid, and just some other things like that, and we get his sleigh. We get Darth Vader's sleigh, which I'm not sure what it's meant to be. I mean, well, obviously it's a sleigh, but I'm not, like... Is that a speeder? Maybe it is. I don't know what it is. But, you know, there you go. Yeah. But that's really it. So, I'm not sure I'll be getting Advent Calendar. Maybe I will. Last year, I was strongly considering, like, doing the thing that a lot of other people were doing, like, opening one every day. But I didn't have it, and I didn't really get around to it, and I was spending money on other things, so I couldn't really do it. But, there you go. So then, that is your analysis. That is your full analysis of these sets. We got 8 of them, / 9 of them. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a lot of these. Star Destroyer, definitely. AT-AT, definitely. Probably a lot of the other ones as well. Probably getting the Snow Speeder, probably getting the Ghosts, Jedi Scout, Hunter thing, Fighter, whatever it's called. Probably getting that. But yeah, so yeah, I said like 1,000 times, but okay. Thank you guys for watching then, this review thing, analysis video of it. I can't wait to get these sets, as I said. Please leave down in the comments what sets you are going to get. Please leave down in the comments if you like this video. And if you did like this video, please give it a like down below as well. This video took forever to edit because I had to like every picture and I had to basically watch the entire thing like 3 times and just yeah. But anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, so now I'll see you in my next video. Bye troops.